The first signals were faint, mere whispers in the vast expanse of space. At first, they were thought to be cosmic background noise, the static remnants of ancient celestial events. But as the weeks went by, the patterns became undeniable. They repeated, refined, and eventually revealed a message that would change everything. It began with Dr. Amina Idris, an astrophysicist stationed at the Orion Deep Space Observatory. Her team had been scanning a distant star cluster when they noticed an anomaly in the data, an unusual rhythmic fluctuation in the radio waves. At first, they chalked it up to instrument calibration errors, but when they ran the data through multiple arrays, the same pattern emerged. The signal wasn't random. It was deliberate. Amina and her team worked tirelessly, deciphering the pulses and their intervals. What they uncovered sent shockwaves through the scientific community, a sequence of prime numbers followed by a series of mathematical constants, all encoded in a modulation pattern far more advanced than anything humanity had encountered before. It was a beacon, a calling card from the stars. News of the discovery spread rapidly. Earth's top scientific minds convened, debating the implications. Some were skeptical, arguing that natural phenomena could produce complex patterns. Others were convinced it was proof of intelligent life, an invitation to open a dialogue with a civilization far older and more advanced than humanity. As the message was decrypted further, it became clear that it wasn't just an invitation. It was a warning. Embedded within the mathematical sequences were intricate diagrams that appeared to map a region of space. The diagrams showed a vast structure, a Dyson-like construct encircling a distant star, and the symbols that accompanied it suggested urgency. Something was happening out there, something catastrophic. The cosmos was calling for help. The world's governments scrambled to respond. Earth's space agencies pooled their resources, hastily assembling an expedition to investigate the source of the signal. The mission was named the Dawn of Unity, and it brought together an unprecedented coalition of nations, private corporations, and independent researchers. At its helm was Commander Elias Vega, a seasoned astronaut with a reputation for keeping a cool head under pressure. The Dawn of Unity was the most advanced spacecraft humanity had ever built, equipped with cutting-edge propulsion systems, artificial intelligence navigation, and a crew of 200 specialists from across the globe. Its mission was clear: travel to the coordinates provided in the signal, make contact with whoever, or whatever, sent it, and determine the nature of the threat. The journey was long, spanning nearly a decade. The crew relied on advanced cryogenic chambers to endure the extended trip, awakening only for scheduled maintenance checks and course corrections. During those brief windows, they analyzed the signal further, piecing together fragments of what awaited them. The diagram suggested a massive celestial event, something that was disrupting the fabric of space-time near the Dyson structure. The warnings grew more urgent as they approached their destination. When the Dawn of Unity arrived in the designated star system, the sight was both awe-inspiring and terrifying. The Dyson construct wasn't a perfect sphere. It was incomplete, a series of interconnected rings and panels that shimmered with a faint, otherworldly glow. Its scale was beyond comprehension, stretching millions of kilometers across. But something was wrong. The structure trembled, its vast panels vibrating as if under immense strain. Energy pulses arced between the rings, creating a symphony of light and sound that resonated through the ship's sensors. Commander Vega ordered the crew to maintain a safe distance while their instruments scanned the construct. The data revealed a grim reality. The structure was destabilizing. The energy output was spiraling out of control, and the fabric of the star system was collapsing. The crew discovered massive fissures in space-time, rifts that threatened to consume entire planets. The source of the instability appeared to be a central node at the heart of the Dyson construct, a node that radiated immense power but seemed to be faltering. As the crew deliberated their next move, they received a second transmission. This one was clearer, more direct. It wasn't just a warning, it was a plea. The message spoke of a long-lost civilization known as the Arc-10, beings who had mastered the manipulation of stars and created the Dyson construct as a sanctuary for their people. But the Arc-10 were gone, victims of a disaster they had foreseen but couldn't prevent. They had sent the original signal as a beacon, hoping that one day another species would find it and intervene. The transmission revealed the existence of an ancient artifact, a key to stabilizing the construct. The artifact was hidden on one of the system's outer planets, buried beneath layers of rock and ice. The Dawn of Unity's crew faced a daunting decision: attempt to retrieve the artifact and risk the ship and their lives in the process, or leave the system and hope that the instability would resolve itself. Commander Vega called a council of the senior officers and scientific leads. The debate was heated. Some argued that humanity had no obligation to intervene, that the risk was too great. Others insisted that if they did nothing, the collapse of the Dyson construct could send shockwaves across the galaxy, potentially threatening Earth and its neighboring systems. In the end, Vega made the call. They would retrieve the artifact. The operation was complex. The planet's surface was hostile, with violent storms and extreme temperatures. The away team, led by Dr. Amina Idris, faced treacherous terrain and equipment malfunctions. But after days of searching, they found the chamber described in the transmission. Inside was a crystalline device, glowing faintly and pulsating in rhythm with the signals they had been receiving. As soon as the artifact was removed from its chamber, the entire planet began to quake. The away team raced back to their shuttle, narrowly escaping as massive fissures split the surface. Once aboard the Dawn of Unity, the crew worked tirelessly to integrate the artifact with the ship's systems. Using the data provided in the transmission, they configured the artifact to interface with the Dyson construct's central node. What followed was a harrowing sequence of events. The ship had to approach the unstable node, navigating through a maelstrom of energy bursts and gravitational distortions. The artifact's activation triggered a cascade of changes within the construct. The trembling panels began to stabilize, the energy pulses synchronized, and the rifts in space-time slowly began to close. But the process wasn't without cost. The strain on the ship's systems was immense, and several crew members were injured as systems overloaded. Commander Vega himself was critically wounded while coordinating the final adjustments. In his final moments, he entrusted Dr. Idris with the command, knowing that her understanding of the artifact was humanity's best chance of survival. Under Idris's leadership, the crew completed the stabilization process. The Dyson construct, though not fully repaired, was no longer on the brink of collapse. The rifts closed, and the system's star regained its steady brilliance. The remaining fragments of the Arc-10's messages thanked humanity for their courage and expressed hope that the construct would one day be fully restored. The Dawn of Unity began its long journey home. The crew carried with them not only the story of their mission but also the knowledge that humanity had answered the cosmos's call. The universe was vast, filled with wonders and dangers beyond imagination. But the mission had proven that even in the face of the unknown, humanity could rise to the challenge. Back on Earth, the return of the Dawn of Unity was celebrated as a triumph of exploration and cooperation. The crew's experiences and the data they brought back would fuel scientific discovery for generations. The stars still called, and humanity, forever changed, was ready to answer again.